And now a story that raises serious questions about our justice system. Sam Swar took part in a vicious attack that killed innocent father Christian Williams. The victim's heartbroken family can't believe Swar escaped a jail penalty.
How many chances are you going to get, Sam?
Someone's died here and he's got a slap on the hand.
Tied a belt around a man's neck and then beat him. He was a vulnerable man. He was an innocent man and it was unprovoked.
It was, a real continued assault. They beat him to death.
You contributed...
Sam Swar is an angry man.
Do you have anything to say?
Yourself.
You're going to swear at me, are you?
What are you going to do about it?
He was involved in the vicious attack that claimed the life of a loving father.
He's got a young son, Sam. That boy doesn't have a father now.
He lied to police about it and he was on probation at the time of the assault. But Sam has just been dealt a get-out-of-jail-free card.
I don't understand the system.
It was here in this park that Christian Williams was beaten to death in an attack described as violent and terrifying. It was unprovoked and Christian was an innocent man. So why has one of his attackers been spared jail time?
Just shake your head. You think, how does that work?
It was a Tuesday afternoon in November 2014 when Sam Swar and his mate, Robert Marshall, began drinking together in Dandenong Park in Melbourne's southeast. They confronted Christian, who was sitting nearby, and demanded he hand over his wallet and mobile phone.
Christian was a friend with everybody. He would befriend anyone. He passed judgment on no one. We're going to write to the Minister.
Christian's sister, Mandy, says he suffered from an intellectual disability, so was confused and startled when the young men ambushed him.
Because of his brain injury, he wouldn't have been aware that they meant him any harm. He wouldn't have picked up on the cues. It's just awful.
Marshall began hitting Christian, who tried to run away, but the boys soon caught up with him. Sam Swar joined in on the assault, punching him repeatedly in the face.
He begged for his life. He kept asking them, what did I do? What did I do?
But this sickening assault was about to get much worse.
And then he put a belt around Christian's neck with the purpose of dragging him back to the area where Robert Marshall could bash him to death. And then he watched that. He went home to bed at night. Did he call an ambulance? No.
After the prolonged beating, Christian was knocked unconscious. Marshall drags him to an area behind this soundstage and punches him some more before leaving the park with the other boys. Christian's body was found the next morning.
The injuries are fairly substantial.
Robert Marshall was charged with murder because he inflicted most of the injuries. Sam Swar was arrested but initially lied to police, claiming he didn't attack Christian and had actually tried to intervene.
What? You lied to police?
I've lied to police.
Yeah, you said that you tried to intervene. You tried to intervene, that's what you said. That was a lie, wasn't it, Sam?
No, bro, you're
He was eventually charged, but only with common assault. But despite lying to police and a history of run-ins with the law, he was handed a community corrections order from the judge. That means his punishment for contributing to the bashing death of a young father is a paltry 150 hours of community work.
So he gets to make jam or plant a tree. I mean, what message does that send? No wonder there's so much violence.
It's a slap in the face for Christian's family, including his mother, Lindy.
I mean, I understand he's young, right, but...
That doesn't excuse him for what he did.
No.
That doesn't excuse him. I don't think anyone should feel safe in Dandenong.
The judge said Swar showed good prospects for rehabilitation, but this is how he acted in front of our cameras.
How many chances are you going to get, Sam? You contributed to that.
To make matters worse, Christian's family has been told they can't appeal the light sentence.
After the sentencing, we spoke to the OPP about our rights to appeal, and we've been informed that as a family of a victim, we can't appeal, that only the victim or the OPP can appeal a sentence, and in this case, the victim is dead.
Swar will be living and carrying out his community work in the same neighbourhood as Christian's family.
He was late to court today. He kept everybody waiting, including the judge, and then he chewed gum right through his sentencing. He has no remorse. He was laughing at the system.
That young boy doesn't have a father anymore, and you have to do community work. Is that fair? Do you think that's fair?
I understand where the you guys are coming from, bro.
Have you got a community work? Is that fair, Sam? I don't think that's very fair.
And Christian's family have vowed to campaign for a review of the appeals system. Stay with us on A Current Affair. We'll be back with more after the break.